Hey, Dr. Dave here with USU Extension. Today's Tuesday 2-minute tip is all about an acronym you can use to help you deal with stressors. Okay, and the acronym is, ready for it? HUMR. H-U-M-R. So I came up with this looking at the research in these four areas. So these four words, H-U-M-R, the H stands for humor. Now, I get it, right? In the middle of a stressful situation or this challenge, in some situations it's not appropriate to have humor, but in many others it is. When you're experiencing stress, right? You walk into the kitchen and your child is on the floor with a big old emptied out box of Cheerios, or they're playing in the flour and it's making a mess. Some stress can be best dealt with humor. Now, the good-spirited humor, right? Not the sarcastic stuff or the putting others down or mocking a situation, but the good-spirited humor. The U stands for understanding. So when we can understand the situation a little bit better, when we can get some more information about it and understand it from different perspectives, that can be very helpful in managing stress. For example, your kiddos, they're arguing, they're fighting. You have a 4-year-old son that just comes racing out of the room and just in tears, chasing a 6-year-old sister with his fists out ready just to take her down, tear her apart. Now, your first reaction is probably, right, stop that. So there's no harm, right? No hitting and that kind of stuff. But then before you just grab your 4-year-old and yank him to the room and throw him in timeout, stop and pause and force yourself to come up with 3 reasons why your son should hit his sister. Now, I know it seems kind of silly. Hitting is not acceptable. But what it does is it pauses and it helps create understanding, right? Maybe it's nap time, or the 4-year-old hasn't had lunch yet, or the sister came and pushed over his tower he was creating, or 4-year-old doesn't know how to handle emotions. So what it does is it forces you to understand things from a different perspective. So humor, understanding. The M is meaning, trying to find meaning. What can I learn from this? How can I be better from this? Trying to find meaning and asking yourself those questions about the stress. And then R stands for resources. So all of us have resources. One of our best resources, our family, our friends, loved ones, but it could be a journal. It could be our creativity. It could be playing music. It could be exercise, a pet, but we rely on our resources in times of stress. So those are some tips. All research backed, little happy hacks that you can use for battling stress. So again, humor, understanding, finding meaning, and then resources. So those are your 4. I hope it's helpful as you manage stresses in your life. So that's all for now. I'm Dr. Dave with Utah State, sharing tips to make life great.